Okay. I don't really know how much time I have for this because I have to be somewhere. So I'm going to have to make this, I don't know, maybe a few minutes long. So anyways, let's talk about Sunset's backstage pass. So I first actually found out about this short from this or special from Dr. Wolf, and pretty much randomly one day, well, Silver Quill kind of tweets about it. I'm like, oh, okay. I don't. Well, I guess if a review comes out or something, I'll have to find it somewhere. And once you know it, a day later, Dr. Wolf posts his review on it. I'm like, shoot! And the only thing that I got that I guess gave it away for me was the Dazzlings' return in this. Yep, no joke. So in this special, the main seven is is going to like this music festival, and well, Sunset and Pinky are getting ready to are dying to see this band they like called Post Crush. I think that's what it's called. I'm sorry if I said that wrong. I have a really bad memory when it comes to like watching stuff. I mean I'm very good at remembering names of characters, but then a minute later I then forget. I'm like, what? Oh shoot. And anyway, so pretty much once they get to the festival, Sunset really wants to get to the stage, but Pinky is like, I want to have some fun! And I'm gonna be honest, that kind of annoyed me. I'm like, oh my god, okay, Pinky, I understand you're crazy and all, but God, but God, you're annoying me in this for some reason. Like, ugh. Seriously, like, takes me back to most of my days whenever I watched a TV show, like watched like a TV show with a little kid, and they have that one character who always like go around and do like anything. Well, I don't know, the older sibling had to chase after them. Like, oh my god, why can't you? Ugh. Okay, and I get it, they're young, but oh my god. So after so many times of trying to get to the stage, they finally make it. But apparently Pinkie Pie gets distracted by churros. Yeah, which pretty much becomes a whole joke in this. And I tell you, I'm like, Pinky, I know you like sugar, but for once, get over it. Ugh. Seriously, I know this would be violent of me to do, but why can't I just slap her in the face and just said, pay attention? Yeah, I know I'm kind of, rough. And of course, Pinky, well, crashes into the booth, and well, Sunset and Pinky get locked. Of course, get kicked out. All because of Pinky's like stupid, shenanigans, if you know what I mean. Even though maybe you're all probably gonna like, why are you blaming Pinkie Pie for this? I don't know. Okay, look, I don't know. Like, anger is just taking over my body at the moment. Okay. So anyways, after that they go back, where the other members of the main seven are at, and they tell them what happened. And the next day, well, it turns out to be the same. Like, Sunset knows what's going on, and she's like, what? This can't be right. Right? And, well, of course she has to relive the day. And, I don't know, same stuff requires, and I don't know, next day she just decides to go, like, be a lone wolf, and which Rainbow Dash puts it. And, she just gets to see the band herself. Yep. And I don't know, she makes Pinky upset, and Pinky goes Pinkamania mode. And you know, there are moments where Sunset is telling Twilight what's going on, and of course, well, Sunset of course reports it to Princess Twilight, and she says, and of course Twilight says, there's this thing in your world, you need to find it. And of course, well, they of course try to figure out who it is, and then of course they stumble upon the Dazzlings themselves. I gotta say, my reaction to seeing them again, oh my god, like, I tell you, like, Rainbow Rocks is like my favorite movie in the Equestria Girls franchise. Like, I just love it. It's just so good. Like, and pretty much the Dazzlings are the reason why it's my favorite movie. I mean, they are like the best villains. I mean, come on, think of them as like as the mean girl group that you see in every movie, but in every high school movie, but they become something different, if you know what I mean. So, of course, Sunset thinks they're the one behind, well, this whole, like, whole, you know, turning back time thing. And, of course, well, she tries to, like, they, of course, try to get to their van, you know, trying to get past security. And there's a moment where the security guard, like, I don't know, mentions how he got fired from a cat food convention because he tried to take a kitten home. Oh, man. And so Sunset and Pinkie Pie give him a little kitten. Oh, and of course they sneak in to the Dazzlings' van, try to find what they can. But with Pinkie on the lookout, which, not a good idea, Sunset. I don't think that's a good idea. Because, once again, Pinkie gets distracted by Cheerios. Ugh! What the heck? And so without that, she just goes off. And, of course, Sunset tries to find, tries to find everything, but then gets caught by the Dazzlings themselves. And, of course, she tries to, have them confess, like, I know it's you guys. And, like, so, of course, she touches their hair. So, of course, she, like, uses, like, her little, like, telling the future, like, powers to, like, or read people's minds, I think is what it's called. And and, of course, pretty much, she finds out it's not them. I'm like, what? So, yeah. Also, one thing, I did like that little nod to, like, Sonata still being into tacos, because, she was wearing a taco dress, and she even brought it up once. Great fan service, writers. Great fan service. Okay, and so, after that, they try to figure out who it is. And so, day just continues on and on, and then, pretty much, well, it just keeps going, and until, Sunset realizes that, what she did wasn't good, so, she has Pinkie go see them, and all that. So, yeah, okay, and, they just have some fun, and pretty much, well, they try, and pretty much, well, they didn't see the show together, even though Sunset says, but I've already seen them. I'm like, just do it. But before the show, they actually managed to see the two, like, the band that they look up to, and of course, ask Sunset to shake their hand, and that's when they realize it's actually them who's rewinding everything. I'm like, oh, like they found it, and so they tried to stop them, but of course, well, things don't work out. But of course, they end up getting caught. Like, they end up on the stage with them, and they of course have to confess. They of course then of course give them a lesson that that their fans didn't need them for perfection. They just need them for that they don't need to be perfect. Their audience, their fans didn't come to see them, just to be perfect. Just so they can be perfect. They're just there for the music. So, yes. And pretty much, we get a song. We then get the song at the end, and that's pretty much it. So, that's basically the show. That's basically it. So I have to say, it was kind of okay special. Although it may be the last one, because I do remember I found because I remember finding on Instagram someone had posted that this was the last special. I'm like, oh my. Well, I guess this is it. Because, with MLP coming to a close soon and whatnot. But anyways, I guess that's all I gotta say for this one. So, see you guys later.